This is a quick company overview and a little bit more on who we are and how we might be able to help you with some of your training initiatives, some of your training programs, and a little deeper dive into our service offerings. So we have over 20 years of experience in the training space, and this includes curriculum development, instructor-led training, online training, web-based training development, and we are essentially a team of learning professionals, consultants, trainers who've been working in this space for quite some time. And essentially, we help companies with developing these different training programs and initiatives, putting together the curriculum, putting together the content, and providing trainers as well as facilities for delivery. So we help companies with the development and execution of these programs and initiatives. And we do it where we're focused on adding the most value, right, in the most cost-effective way, whether this includes a combination of cloud-based delivery, maybe on-site at your location, maybe some of it classroom delivered, may include printed material, and sometimes it's delivered just in the cloud, just via digital media, for example. So will vary. Our focus more is on the transferring the right information, but doing it in a very rapid way and in a way that we can measure the value, right? Measure the value that we're actually giving the students that are attending the sessions. So from a service perspective is we offer a range of training solutions and services, and really our customers look to combine the most useful services for what they are trying to accomplish. And one of the benefits of that is it allows your internal team to focus on development and growth opportunities as opposed to doing the work that we provide, which is providing instructors, providing content, curriculum, developing that curriculum, tailoring that curriculum to your specific needs. It really frees them up. And our solutions are very scalable and they're project-based, which means that they are often more cost-effective. Right? We can affect more students. Right? We can touch more students and have them more involved because of location and our ability to facilitate that type of delivery. This is a useful illustration because it goes through each of the kind of focus areas or differentiators, if you prefer, around what we consider to be our relationship with our customers, which is more of a training partner as opposed to a training provider. And so I'll go through each one of these. In the first one, you'll notice we have agendas mapped to requirements. So what this essentially is our identification of the tools and the technologies and the solutions that you're using and mapping those to very specific titles and modules and topics, essentially only covering those particular aspects of the software, of the tools that you're actually going to be using. The next part of it is as it relates to locations, just the sheer number of locations that we have available to us. So we can deliver in our virtual classroom platform, which is the 3,000 globally available locations, which are interconnected. So we can have an instructor who is in the Chicago location while the students are in San Francisco or perhaps even in New York, and they're all attending the same session. We can also deliver in the cloud, so the students can all be connecting just simply via the internet. Same thing with the instructor, and they can hear the instructor, they can see them if they prefer, and they can screen share, etc. We can also deliver on-site at your location. Right? That's always an available option. So classroom, standard, instructor-led training is also available to us. Then we have role-based content. So the differentiator there is between generalized content, off-the-shelf, standard course curriculum, as opposed to role-based and process-driven content. So we are blending in your internal processes into the actual training itself. So they're not only covering just those features and functionality that they're going to be using, but it's also based on their role and driven by processes, right, by internal processes. And then lastly, we have cost per project as opposed to cost per student. And the example that I always like to give here is the gentleman in Seattle who's on fraternity leave, who is in need of particular training, maybe particular modules or topics within a particular title that he must, or it's a good idea that he attends these. Well, we can not only identify his role, but also identify his schedule and make sure that we can get him in that session. And so when we scale this and we think of it in terms of a project, we can accommodate that type of student and make sure that he gets the right training. We appreciate any feedback, and by all means, look for us online, reach out to us. There's our email address right there, also our social connections down below, and we look forward to hearing from you.